Hey, this is Brent Arnold coming to you live from Utah. Okay, it's not live. Coming to you pre-recorded from my home office. This is where the music comes in, where you hear all the big fanfare, you know, the kind of sports center music, or like the Colbert Report music, you know, the eagle flies in. And okay. I'm looking at the app, the awesome, probably, I would have to say this is the second most awesome app that I've created for iOS. And the first most, the bestest, the most bestest, the more better app that I've made for iOS, you're going to have to find it. You're going to need to look in the App Store and you're going to have to go find it. And then you're going to tell me in the comments if you found it. Now, I'll give you a hint. It's listed under my name, and it's just, you're going to love it. I mean, I loved it, and it was made in Flash. I'm speechless. Okay, go ahead and open this FLA, double click. And at this point, what we want to do is create a splash image. If ever you open an app on your iOS device, and if it takes time to load it because it's a large app or whatnot, you want something to be displayed so that the user knows something's going on. You don't want to see this black screen. Well, Apple has it in place that if you include a file called Default.png, that it will show that as the splash screen. Now, what I'm going to show you here applies to the iPad as well, but I'm not going to show it on the iPad. The principle is the same. The thing to know is that you save the image and name it specific for that device. So this is default.png for the iPhone and iPod Touch. If it's an iPad, then you're going to have other options like default landscape and default portrait. There are specific names, and I won't cover them here, but when you look in the documentation, you'll see what they're named, and the process is the same to create them and to associate them with the app. All right, so we're looking at our awesome, cool, simple iOS app. And what I love about Flash, it's really easy to create images. You just click File, and you go Export and choose Export Image. Now we'll go ahead and save this, and we're in that folder, and I want to call this Default. Again, this is specific. This is what iOS, this is what Apple, this is what Steve Jobs told me to type. So I'm going to type default.png, go ahead and click Save. Now here, we want to make sure that it's set to the resolution of the iPhone, you know, 320 by 480. If it says minimum image area, you'll be off. You don't want to do that. You want to choose full document size. All this other stuff's great. Go ahead and click OK. Now it's been exported. Now, of course, if you wanted to, you could, change this up a little bit and have, say loading and all sorts of things. Any sort of branding, you could put it on the stage and take an image of it, is what we just did. All right, now let's go over here to the properties and choose Edit Application Settings. And down here we see Included Files. I'm in the General tab. Here we want to add the default PNG. So go ahead and click the plus sign, and you're navigated to this, and you select default.png, and you go ahead and click Open. Now, there it is. When we go to publish, this will be packaged with the app, and the iPhone will show this default PNG. Again, if you're doing this for iPad, the process is very similar. You would just have these named, default portrait, default landscape, and you got to make sure it's spelled right and all that. Very simple, very straightforward. Hope you liked it. See you next time.